Hello, welcome to Isolation Libations, episode number 12. Now, you may have some questions. First off, what are these videos about? Well, these videos are made to make some drinks, some delicious cocktails that you can then pair along with Brian Chartrand's fantastic tunes on his Happy Half Hour Live on Facebook every night, every weeknight, 5 o'clock Pacific time, West Coast time. Your next question very likely could be, Joey, what are you doing in a hole in the ground? That's a good question. You know, I was thinking about it, and some of you might get the impression that my life up here is just all cocktails and dreams, that I just spend my day making cocktails, enjoying this beautiful scenery. Well, it's not. I'm working. I'm being productive. Beyond this, I dug this hole. A little help from my stepdad too. But, you know, we're transplanting trees, moving stuff around, doing work. So, you dig this hole, might as well use it. Might as well climb down in it, make it a makeshift bar. That's one answer. The other answer is about starting the third week of no other human contact, and we're all going a little bit mad. That's a possibility too. At any rate, we're just gonna worry about the cocktails for right now. So today, a reminder that this week it's all based off of one of Brian's songs, Don't Look Close. Now, last episode, yesterday, I said don't look too close. I was a little thrown off. The title is Don't Look Close. But in the song, in the lyrics, he says don't look too close. So Brian, you're messing with me, man. You're messing with me. Still a great song. But the idea behind that was we were doing cocktails that maybe you don't want to look too close at the ingredient list, because what seems to be an original cocktail is actually just a small little riff off of a classic cocktail. So yesterday we did The Last Word, which is indeed a classic cocktail from 1920s from the Detroit Athletic Club. Pre-Prohibition era, really fantastic cocktail, revived again at the Zigzag Cafe in 2005, I believe. So what we're doing today is called the Final Ward. So W-A-R-D, Ward. And this was made by Phil Ward at Death & Co., a really great bar in New York City. Now, what Mr. Ward did was, if you remember, the last word had gin. You remove the gin, put in rye whiskey instead. Today we're using the Old Overholt Bottled in Bond 100 proof. Delicious. Now, typically, when you're using whiskey in cocktails that involve citrus, you're going to use lemon juice. And that is, in fact, what Mr. Ward did. Took out the lime juice that would pair with the gin and using lemon juice instead. Why is that? To me, I think lemon juice a little less acidic than lime. Doesn't quite have that same bite. Has a little bit more sweetness to it. It just seems to balance and play better with whiskey. So, gosh, I would say 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing a cocktail that has citrus and whiskey, I'm using lemon juice. Whiskey sour, I always use lemon juice. Again, as I keep saying and stressing, try it yourself. Make a whiskey sour with lime juice, make one with lemon juice. See what you like. If maybe you like that lime juice better, and that's cool. Maybe you like a half-half blend, and that's all right as well. Again, no wrong answer. As long as you enjoy it, it's perfect. Let's see. So let's go ahead and start making this cocktail. Again, just like The Last Word, it's shaken, served up in a coupe. The garnish, again, is an optional maraschino cherry. You can throw it on there if you like. If you don't, that's quite all right too. For me, it would usually depend on who I was serving it to. If someone I knew they happened to like the maraschino cherries, the type of person who would ask for like 4 maraschino cherries in their old fashioned, then I would definitely garnish with a cherry. Otherwise, I like to keep it kind of simple. So, I'm using different jigger today. This is another beautiful, like these guys, Certoto Copper. Thanks to them, Certoto Copper, for sending me a cool article about the antibacterial, antiviral properties of copper. Basically saying if more stuff in hospitals and in public places were made of copper, we wouldn't be having as bad of a COVID-19 crisis right now, because apparently the viruses cannot survive on copper surfaces. So even though I may be digging my hands into the ice, this copper is keeping me safe and healthy. So thank you, Saratoga Copper. And again, using their jigger now, which does make things a little bit different because the measurements are a little bit different than what I'm used to on my other jigger. So hopefully I remember precisely where that 3/4 mark is, but the proof will be in the pudding, so to speak. All right, so let's start out. Cheapest ingredient first, lemon juice. 3/4 ounce. Fingers crossed. I still remember my little marker lines in there. Next, a Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. Once again, nice cherry, more floral, herbal, a little bit of nuttiness, not sticky sweet. It's delicious. And once again, 3/4 ounce right across the board. Chartreuse. Did anyone look up chartreuse yet? Anyone Google chartreuse and read about the monks, the secret recipe, all the 200 something herbs that are in there? You haven't? Well then, time to get on it. And there's a yellow chartreuse as well. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit lower proof in alcohol. Really nice as well. That's in a Greenpoint cocktail, one of my favorite cocktails we might do at some point as well. On to the Old Overholt. Again, 3/4 ounce. Sorry, I'm just thinking that I'm standing in a hole in the ground, making cocktails for social media. Someone would have told me that 4 weeks ago, I wouldn't have believed them. Anyway, we've got our ice in here again. Let's see, who did I plug? I plugged Royal Hawaiian last time. Let's plug Roberta Oaks in Chinatown, Honolulu, Hawaii. Go to her website. Some of the sweetest, coolest, most awesome Aloha shirts you could ever hope to find. They're cut, you know, like a little bit more modern cut. They're not the big baggy giant rayon monstrosities. So Roberta Oaks, check her out, buy some of her stuff. She's super cool, fantastic lady as well. It's weird, I'm throwing commercials in here now. I should do that while I'm shaking. That can be the time filler. So next time you're in Louisville, Kentucky, make sure you visit the Haymarket Bar. Fantastic bar, amazing selection of whiskeys, bartenders, very knowledgeable, really cool place. Great list, check it out, Haymarket Bar. And of course, the next time you're in Patagonia, Argentina, if you're in El Calafate or El Chalten, remember to check out La Zora, best brewery in the region, delicious beers, great food. Try their hamburger, the Pinche Cabron. Fantastic. All right, commercial break's over. Time to, once again, fine strain this final ward into our coupe glass. And again, the reason we're fine straining, keep out those ice crystals. Ooh, that's full. Any extra pulp from the lemon juice. Keeps it nice and clean. So, it looks like I have a large cocktail to drink. So this is our final ward. Ooh, it's full. Cheers, I better take a sip before I climb out of here. Yeah, that's good. I would probably order this over the last word. I'll just say that. I think there's so much herbal in the green chartreuse. This is still refreshing, still powerfully herbal, nice little sweet sour balance. But to me, the whiskey just works a little bit better because when you have the gin on the chartreuse, that's like herbal on herbal, it's almost, you wouldn't want to have more than one. This one, I could drink a couple of these because the whiskey mellows it out a little bit. Well, that's going to do it for today. Remember to watch Brian Chartrand's live happy half hour on Facebook at 5 o'clock tonight. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to climb out of this hole now and stop the video. All right, guys, until tomorrow.